It's the last night of debate camp for Kamala, and the camp counselors are leaking.
I'm picking up quite a lot of nervousness, by the way, on the state of the race. I don't know what you're hearing, Anthony, but I'm getting Democrats kind of texting me. I had a long call yesterday with a strategist, and I can fill you in on that a bit more. But I'm hearing quite a lot of nervousness from some Democrats.
Debate camp must not be going well, because now they're setting expectations really low.
She's never been in a presidential debate before. She's been in a vice presidential debate, but never a presidential debate. So I do think she is going to probably be a little bit more nervous. I think she has more riding on it.
Whatever happened to Mrs. Say It to My Face? She's been at debate camp for a week, rehearsing zingers and watching old game tape.
She has closely studied the former president's past 6 debate performances. She's also been sort of entrenched in these briefing papers going over the former president's past comments, as well as the ways that he has insulted her, so she can be prepared to respond to that. She's engaged in these mock debates with a stand-in for the former president, and she's had conversations with Hillary Clinton and President Biden, who both extensively have knowledge of debating the former president.
Kamala is so nervous she's watched all of Trump's debates, memorized his insults, and is now calling Hillary for help. But the ghost of Joe Biden still haunts her. Behind the scenes, Harris says she feels handcuffed by the debate rules that Biden set. They wanted to create a moment when Trump interrupted her, but now they're rewriting their playbook. They've even turned her hotel room into a movie set with TV lighting and method actors. A Hillary loyalist is not just playing Donald Trump, but inhabiting him, wearing a boxy suit and a long tie. Kamala's even practicing the handshake, if there even is one. Insiders say don't expect substance out of Kamala tomorrow night. Her plan is to tap dance around the Biden record, embrace the good stuff, and distance herself from the bad. Good luck. Her campaign knows she's walking into a trap, so she's going to ignore policy and instead focus on honing in on how to needle Trump and rattle him. They're workshopping poll-tested attack lines that their media allies will make go viral, where Harris could turn to the camera and say, for those who can't hear it, Donald Trump is trying to yell over me. How many of you have been in a meeting where you get talked over? Her entire strategy is dependent on Trump losing his cool. But Trump only loses his cool when you call him a bad golfer or a bad businessman. He's been telling advisors, I'm not going to let her do to me what she did to Mike Pence. Kamala's a cold calculator and has landed some nasty shots in past debates. In 2003, she ran against 2 men for DA, and after they played the Willie Brown card, she said, well, you got popped at a massage parlor and you're a deadbeat dad who doesn't pay child support. Boom, Harris became DA. We saw her grill Kavanaugh and Jeff Sessions, and we'll never forget what she did to Biden. Called him a racist to his face. But she's also had blow-ups. Tulsi Gabbard annihilated her, and Lester Holt, whether he meant to or not, left her stammering and cackling. Democrats are worrying Trump's going to make Harris look small.
It will take almost superhuman focus and discipline to deal with Donald Trump in a debate. It's no ordinary proposition. Not because Donald Trump is a master of explaining policy ideas and how they're going to make people better off. It's because he's a master of taking any form or format that is on television and turning it into a show that is all about him.
Trump's playing the expectation game, too. No boxes or artificial lifts will be allowed to stand on during my upcoming debate with comrade Kamala Harris. We had this out previously with former NYC Mayor Michael Bloomberg when he was in a debate, and he was not allowed to lift. It would be a form of cheating. And the Democrats cheat enough. You are who you are, it was determined. Over the weekend at a rally in Wisconsin, Trump previewing what he'll be zeroing in on. Listen.
We're run by stupid people. Stupid, stupid people. And we found that out at the debate with Joe. How did that work out? And we're going to find it out again on Tuesday night. Is anybody going to be watching? You know, she's a threat to democracy. They always say, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. I'm not a threat. I'm the opposite. I'm keeping democracy what they are. She's a defunder of police.
Since Kamala came out of nowhere, the American people believe she's a progressive, or they don't really know much about her at all. Look for Trump tomorrow night to define Kamala on his terms. She's defunded or supported defunding the police, bailing out rioters, reparations, abolishing ICE, decriminalizing illegal aliens, and drug possession. And just breaking, Kamala Harris, according to CNN, supports taxpayer-funded sex change operations for illegal aliens. Juan can become Juanita, and you pay for it. The former president will force her to explain, if you didn't change your values, why'd you change all your positions? Bernie Sanders gave Trump a hand. Watch.
She has previously supported Medicare for all. Now she does not. She's previously supported a ban on fracking. Now she does not. These, Senator, are ideas that you have campaigned on. Do you think that she is abandoning her progressive ideals?
No, I don't think she's abandoning her ideals. I think she's trying to be pragmatic and doing what she thinks is right in order to win the election.
So Bernie admits Kamala's a progressive. She's just lying to get elected. With friends like Bernie, I don't know. Even CNN says Kamala's position is that she doesn't want to have a position because if she admitted what her real position was, she'd lose.
The right, their problem was that you didn't necessarily, they felt, hold her down on some of her more nebulous policy positions. What would you say to that?
I think you just said, I tried.
Right.
I mean, you can't force somebody to answer a question. And I asked to follow up. I tried to get more into the nitty-gritty and get the answer. And sometimes, I mean, my experience in doing interviews is that once you ask once, fine, twice, fine, three times, if you don't get a clear answer, that's kind of your answer.
Trump shouldn't call Kamala's change of positions flip-flops. He should just call them lies. She's a secretive lady, dependent on her handlers to survive. And the same people who ran Biden will run her. But this time, it'll be even more liberal. She's a California socialist, out of step with the rest of the country. And if Trump keeps her on defense, he wins. Mark Thiessen writes that Kamala hasn't been able to answer the most simple and obvious question. If you were elected, what would you do on day one? How can someone run for president of the United States and not have a ready answer to that question? She had nothing to offer but a cringe-inducing word salad. A moment like that on the debate stage with tens of millions watching could be fatal. The risk for Trump is getting in the mud or appearing angry. Peggy Noonan writes that Trump needs to present himself as calm, reasonable, laid back, even friendly. He should walk across the stage, give America a break, and shake his opponent's hand. He should let the game come to him. If Donald Trump runs on the return of the American dream and ties Kamala to Biden, he'll walk right back into the White House. His advisors are urging him to come out tomorrow as happy Trump, not bully Trump. But like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan till you get punched in the face. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.